Hey, let's talk about blood sugar imbalance, the 3 warning signs. Blood sugar is something that people don't think they need to be thinking about because their doctor said, oh, you're not diabetic, you're not pre-diabetic, you haven't been diagnosed with anything. But blood sugar is the finger that flicks the switch for all of your hormone transmitters. I'm talking about your neurotransmitters, your sex hormones, the adrenal hormones, especially the cortisol, the adrenaline, and the rest of them. Your hormones are the chemical messengers that zip around your body and tell everything what to do. They're the messengers. And when they get imbalance from blood sugar, people don't know the signs and the symptoms that are showing up. So I'm going to talk about the 3 most common warning signs that your blood sugar needs to be addressed. And this has nothing to do with any kind of, like I said, diabetes, pre-diabetes, and there's umpteen different kinds of diabetes now. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just normal everyday living where you feel your blood sugar go way up and way down, and you don't know what it is. You don't know what's going on. So let's see here. Three warning signs of blood sugar imbalance. So if you don't know me already, I'm Tami Jersey Roberts, functional nutrition counselor, certified through the Functional Nutrition Alliance with Andrea Nakayama. I'm passionate about blood sugar mastery because it's fundamental, baseline, foundational to health and well-being. It's the starting point. This talk is for you if you want to crush your cravings and end your carb guilt. There's so many people right now that are counting carbs, and I'm not even going to go down that rabbit trail, but if you want endless energy so you can thrive and do the things that you love, if you want to lose weight and you want to keep it off, blood sugar is at the foundation of that. There's so many people right now that are suffering on restrictive deprivation type diets, and they're not losing weight and they don't know why. This is for you. You want to have a healthy blood sugar control and you want to feel great. So the importance of blood sugar control, maintaining a healthy blood sugar balance is extremely important if you want to avoid long-term health issues. It's also key to weight management, like I just said, and just feeling good in your body. When your diet is mainly composed of carbs and sugars, it can lead to blood sugar swings that show up in your day-to-day life. And they show up as cravings for carbs and sugar. Your energy is low, you have mood swings, and your sleep is disrupted. How do you know if your sugar is off balance? Well, you can ask your doctor for a test. I mean, I think this test is pretty standard right now for any kind of metabolic panel blood testing. But if you've already done that and your doctor says that you're normal, but you know that something's going on, because remember, a blood test is only a snapshot in time, and the results are a comparison to everyone else that's had that same test in that lab. So that's what I mean by testing doesn't always give you the whole picture. Long before problems show up enough to be on the test, your body will give you signs that something's off. And all we need to do is slow down and listen. most of us are just going, 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 and we're tuned out watching TV and working and driving and taking care of our stuff. And we're just tuned out to what signs and signals our body is trying to tell us. So let's look at the three of the major signs to blood sugar imbalance and what your body may be trying to tell you. Cravings. That was, I actually had all three, but cravings. Food cravings. If you crave sugar, carbs, caffeine, it's not your fault. If you overshoot your carb tolerance, you're going to crave more food, more sugar, more carbs. It's just the way it works. The leading cause of food cravings is blood sugar imbalance. When your blood sugar fluctuates too much, your body responds with wanting more food or a particular type of food. It's trying to compensate. And then number two is stress. I had the food cravings and there's stress. When you throw stress in the mix, you have double trouble. Stress also causes blood sugar swings, which leads to even more cravings. When your blood sugar is out of control, your appetite, energy levels, and cravings will be out of control too. And you'll reach for certain foods that make you feel better temporarily. The stress hormone cortisol is one of the hormones responsible for making your blood sugar go up. Insulin is responsible for helping your blood sugar come down. And when you're stressed, the relationship between insulin and cortisol is out of balance. Since your cravings are determined mainly by your blood sugar levels, you can see the problem. That's why cravings are not about willpower. It's not just an inability to control yourself. So feeling guilty about giving into the cravings, it can also lead you to low self-esteem and crushed self-confidence. You feel like, what's wrong with me? I don't have any willpower. Well, it's your hormones out of balance and your blood sugar that is causing this. I mean, your brain tells you what to do. I mean, and that's what's going on. So know this, it's not you, it's your hormones. So try this. Don't overcarb. Find your carb tolerance. Don't overdo the carbs. And in my 28-day program I have coming up, that's one of the things that we do is test different carbs to see what your unique carb tolerance is. And avoid the refined carbs. They send those hormones into orbit. The carbohydrates and things like white bread, pasta, bagels, they're so refined that your body treats them like sugars, and it produces the same effect as if you're consuming too much sugar. And boost your nutritional status. Make sure that you don't have any nutrient deficiencies. So take a daily multivitamin and minerals. I mean, magnesium, calcium. I don't recommend calcium supplements, but that's kind of another story. But I have, you can just Google there's 76 different macronutrients, vital substances that our body needs. Some of them are made in our body, but some of them need foods that we take in order to make those vitamins and minerals and the other vital substances that we need. So boost your nutritional status. You're going to find this so much easier. And avoid sugary snacks. Avoid stocking up on sugary snacks. I mean, if they're not in your house and they're a lot more difficult for you to get to, whenever you have a stress moment or a craving, if they're not there, you can just maybe breathe through it or get something else to get you through that little, um, thing where you're just feeling like you can't get over this craving, and just try to calm down and breathe a little bit. And that can help enormously. But if you have the sugary snacks in the house, you're probably going to eat them. And fix your stress, reduce your stress. I mean, there's so much on this, as far as sometimes you have to remove stress situations from your life. And sometimes you have to just calm down and relax, breathe, meditation. I mean, a lot of people think this is hokey pokey, but sometimes you just have to sit quietly and it can be amazing. You can, you know, sometimes get a massage, do something fun, creative. That is also huge for stress relief. Because if you're carrying the stress, the cravings for the carbs, sugar, and caffeine are going to be worse. And so go to what's causing the cravings, you go to the stress underneath, and everything works hand in hand. Low energy levels, that's another sign that your blood sugar may be out of balance. Energy crashes, oh my. Your blood sugar balance influences the amount of energy you have. Your blood sugar level is influenced by two main things: your stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline and insulin. And if you overshoot your carb tolerance, you eat too many carbs, you might feel sleepy and tired after eating. And that's one of my major signs. I know when I've overdone it because immediately after eating, I just want to take a nap. And you might know this from, holidays that we have, Thanksgiving, for instance. We eat everything inside a huge table of food, and then we just want to take a nap while we're watching football. On the other hand, you might feel okay after eating, but your blood sugar dips between meals, and that makes you crash. That makes your energy crash. So you can go way up when you eat sugar, and then you come crashing down. So try this. Start the day right. Start your day in the right way. Instead of having carbs and sugar in the morning, have a breakfast that's rich in protein and phytonutrients and fat. Have some good fats. And smoothies are great for this. If you go, I have some fantastic, I have a video on my Facebook and my blog with smoothies, because if you make the right blend in your smoothie with plenty of protein, fat, and fiber, this will help you reduce your cravings for the whole day. It sets you up for a good start. So if you start with carbs and sugar, it's just going to get worse the whole day. So eat regularly, eat regular meals. Experts recommend 3 meals a day and 2 snacks per day, or 5 small meals per the day. Not eating regularly causes a drop in your blood sugar level, which will leave you hungry and craving sugary snacks. And so eat balanced meals. Eat some protein and healthy fats with each meal. This will help you control your blood sugar throughout the day. And eat real food. Consume more whole foods. Whole foods contain little or no processed sugar. And when food is in its natural form, as in fruits and vegetables, your body will have an easier time breaking them down. And try to fix your stress. If you do all of the above, but you ignore stress, you won't get the maximum results from your efforts. Sleep. Blood sugar swings and sleep. Sleep is affected by your blood sugar. Sleep affects blood sugar, and it causes a vicious cycle. And here's what it might look like. If you have trouble falling asleep, me, you may have overshot your carb tolerance. Eating too many carbs or too much sugar raises your blood sugar. And so before I go to bed now, I have a nightly routine where I drink herbal tea. I prefer chamomile, but you can also do passion flower, valerian, holy basil, which are some of the excellent ones for promoting sleep. And you can find the herbal blended tea already made up for you, so you don't have to get the tea leaves and do all of that stuff. Just get some sleep tea. And if you're having trouble staying asleep, that's another sign of blood sugar imbalance. Blood sugar may be low, so consider eating a protein, fat, and carb snack before bedtime, but keep it light on the carb side. I usually have either a piece of cheese or a teeny tiny bit of turkey, something like that, so that I can maintain my blood sugar levels throughout the night. And it also helps me in part of my nightly routine of calming down. I also have lavender oil diffusing, and I read. I turn off all my electronics because that blue light coming off can keep you awake. And I make sure that, during the day, I've been outside in the sunshine so that my vitamin D is working properly and it's creating that melatonin. It's one of the hormones, again, that help you fall asleep. So there's so much to sleep, but this is just a short presentation, and I wanted to let you know that we're going to be, diving deeper in that. But show your adrenaline, your adrenals, your adrenalines, show your adrenals some love. These are the little tiny organs that look like a little baby's cradle cap sitting on top of your kidneys. And they have a powerful job. And I'm sure you know people that they are running on adrenaline. They don't sleep, they eat sugar all day long, and they act like a nervous wreck. And I'm going to make another video about that, of what their hormones are doing in that situation. But I'm sure you know people and they become totally exhausted. So if your blood sugar is out of whack, those adrenal hormones are just pumping all the time. And that's where you get what's called adrenal fatigue. And so you end up with chronic stress issues. You're likely to have trouble with both too high and too low blood sugar. The excellent solution for this is to work on your adrenal support. So some of the herbs are rhodiola, ashwagandha, and holy basil are perfect for adrenal support. And in my nightly herbal tea, I also have one that's got a blend of some ashwagandha in there, some rhodiola. Sometimes I do the holy basil, and you can mix all these up with lavender and chamomile. It's not like a one-time thing, and it calms you down. It calms down your adrenals, helping you let go of that stuff, make up some new stories. So my new 28-day blood sugar remastered program, I'm going to be doing the program with you. We're going to have a small group of people where we're going to get online every week. We're going to do a little bit of education, but mostly we're going to be talking about you. We're going to be learning about you, because the program is personalized for you, because everyone is different. Everyone is unique. We're going to be working on that belly bloat. We're going to be working on the stress, the sleep. We're going to be looking at what is going on with you that is causing you problems in any of these areas so that you can address it. So the regular price is $199, which is, my friend told me that was way too low, but I want to do this program with you again. I've been through it twice now. And if you use the early bird code EB100, I'll even give you $100 off, because I want to have some fun people in this group that are interested in taking charge of their health. bloodsugarmasters.com. We're going to have um, all the recipes, all the menus, all the carbs, the schedule, and mostly we're going to have some accountability if you want it. And we're going to have some, going to teach you how to be functional nutrition detectives. We're going to get curious. Like, what is it that you need in your life to be able to go to sleep? I don't know how many people I talk to that they get that monkey mind and boom, there they go, off on some kind of a tangent. So let me just get off of here. So I hope that you'll join us. Again, I'm going to be doing the program with you. It's going to be for 28 days. We're doing the intro on July 8th, 2021. So I'll be explaining how to get started, what to do first. And I have a whole bunch of chef inspired recipes that I know you're going to love. And we're going to start working on that inflammation. We're going to start working on that blood sugar. We're going to start working on your sleep, your stress. And it's going to be peaceful, loving, non-judgmental environment. Again, I never tell people what to do, how to do it. We're just going to be looking at what's going on with you, and everyone in the groups can feel free to make suggestions or ideas, because sometimes if you share what's going on with you, you already know what your issue is most of the time. But if you share it with other people and bring it to the light, other people can support you and help you and just be there for you. And it makes such a huge, huge difference when there's other people. And that's why I'm going to go with the program, through the program with everyone, because I want the same thing in my life. I'm not afraid to say, oh my gosh, I've been having trouble with this and that. And, we all need that. So let's do this together. bloodsugarmasters.com.